Again, another very interesting article you might want to sort of glance at on Western Center for Journalism. Looks like Sarah Palin was absolutely correct. Obamacare death panels illegally withholding treatment. Now, what's interesting is that Obama himself selects 15 individuals that are going to be part of the Independent Payment Advisory Board. Now, these 15 individuals are not elected by anyone. They're selected by Obama. And they're the final authority. So they're the ones that determine whether or not it makes financial sense to treat the elderly based on their expectations of longevity, whether they're provided or denied the treatment. Now, what's interesting is that this Independent Payment Advisory Board, in essence, supersedes Congress, has more authority than Congress, has even more authority than the President. And again, these are individuals that are selected, not elected, selected by Barack Hussein Obama. You want to bet that there'll be like a number of them that'll have sort of odd names like Hussein? You know what I mean? You want to bet? Or Mohammed? Huh? I wonder how they're going to treat Jewish elderly. You know? Well, don't have to wonder a whole lot, do I? Now, this is totally nuts. And the whole purpose of this board is to control expenses. Expense reduction in medical care will naturally target seniors almost exclusively. Yeah, you really want to read this article because it's somewhat enlightening and somewhat frightening for the elderly. Just out of curiosity, I'd like to know how many elderly people voted for this nightmare that's in office. You know, what I find totally disgusting is that a large number of the Jewish population voted for this nightmare. You have to sort of scratch your head and ask yourself why. Well, I can just equate it to one thing. They're dumber than molasses. Yeah. Most people don't have a clue as to what's going on. And I think Jews tend to vote for the underdog. You know, him being like a mulatto, half and half, half-baked, half-cooked, half-fried, or whatever, they would tend to gravitate towards that kind of individual. They made a horrific mistake. And for all you women that voted for that nappy-haired dude, well, I wonder what you're going to think when some of the Islamic traits come into effect where they sew up vaginas to make them look like rectums to your daughters, maybe even to you. I wonder what you're going to think when you have to get rid of your clothes to wear one of those bags over your head. You know? I wonder what you're going to think when your husband has multiple wives and he can simply say to you, I divorce you, and you're gone. That is when you will recognize that you made a horrific mistake. It's unbelievable how stupid so many American people really are. But then again, I don't blame all you idiots out there, because I still say that he was not elected by the majority. He was elected based on fraudulent votes. He was elected based on absentee ballots that were put together by Acorn or whatever that organization morphed into. You know, I get some comments from some of the viewers that think that I sort of make things up and I sort of exaggerate. I try to do the best I can. Problem is, it's almost impossible for us to get any factual information on anything. You remember when Sandy Hook was first shown to us? Well, that wasn't Sandy Hook. How are we supposed to know? There's so much misinformation that's given to us. I mean, we have no idea what's real anymore. So for those viewers out there that sit and criticize me, there aren't very many, there's only a couple, maybe a handful, small hand. I'm doing the best I can, and let's see you do better. It's really easy to be, a coach from the background. Get out in the front lines and let's see what you can do. Let me see some of your videos. Let me critique what you put together. And again, all I'm doing is doing the best research that I can, and I provide you with the most honest information that's available to me. If you don't like it, don't watch.